Fishy! Something sounds fishy indeed. Remember that this video game is based only on the very first 10 minutes of the video game. We are only going to be basing the review on the first 10 minutes. This is not an entire game review. So, the game is called Fishy. It is free to play. You can find it on PC Steam. I think that's all there really is to it. So, here it is. Here's the title screen. It's pretty simplest. Wow, that went in pretty quick. I think we play as a stand-up fish character on some kind of checkerboard. The movement's pretty simple, WASD, back and forth. You collect some rings, use the mouse to set the camera around. I'm not sure what all you can do. It literally started me right here. A lot of water down below. You can jump. What the heck? Look at him jump. What? Oh, for those of you who don't know, I got a big thumbs up from the Gabaroons just now. Okay, so I think you just collect coins and make it to the other side. The movement's kind of awkward, like really awkward. The jumping is just absolutely hilarious, as he jumps at the beginning and then becomes really stiff, and that's fun. This game seems fishy already. Believe me, I'm on board with that one. So it's pretty simplistic. Just make it to the edge of each one of them. Here we go. Ooh, a spinning platform. Oh my gosh, I'm getting like car sick from this. One of the first and few video games that the platform makes you spin with it. What a trip here, huh? Okay, let's... Oh! That was actually really difficult. Okay, so... There's 3 of them? What the heck? Oh my goodness, I'm getting car sick watching this. I don't even know. Oh! My gosh, he's a fish! How did he not survive in the water? I'm a little confused by this one. It's a slippery substance. Oh! Man, this is getting a little bit rougher than what I thought it was gonna be. Okay, difficulty level's going up. I'm getting so car sick, I don't know when to jump. It's like you consistently have to change the camera angle with the mouse. I'm having a hard time here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Did we make it? Oh, thank goodness. I felt like I was gonna be stuck on there the whole time. Okay, it looks like we're actually in the water now. Nice. Okay, so you can hit the jump bar as many times as you want, and the sound effect of jumping goes off, but you don't jump more than once. I can't say that that's bad or that's good. I don't know. So floating platforms and a fish underwater that doesn't swim. Nice. What an interesting direction. Okay, so we got these. It's a little platformer that you just have to make it to the end of each level. Fairly simple controls, but at the same time, I'm having a fairly hard time making this happen. Maybe it would be easier if I played with a controller, but what the heck? Is that a London light post? Oh my god, so Tracy, what the yuck is happening in here? Look at that light post. That's from London, me mate. What the heck? That was like Australian. Oh! Oh, he just got thrown off the edge! My goodness. You've joined everybody's fan. Let me tell you that much. That must have been a ton of work over there, caveman. If you are working it that hard, literally, I kind of do the same thing inside of the streams I go to. I try and give as much support as I possibly can. I try and actually watch the videos. And the reason I try and watch the videos is not just because other streams are like, watch the videos or else it'll mess up their analytics. I don't watch them to not mess up their analytics. I'm being real with you guys. I watch your guys' videos to understand who's actually watching me. Or I watch other people's videos to see what kind of community I can help build for myself or for the people around me. If I enjoy your videos and I continue to stick around your community, it's because you're actually a positive person who's looking to make something happen. Usually when I walk into live streams and I start talking to someone and they don't talk back, most of the time I'm usually like, well, I tried. I really did try and, communicate with you, and I really did try. Man, that's a difficult one. This is kind of a hard time. But I actually try and get to know my community members. It makes so much more sense to me than just walking over there and going, I support what you do. You're a makeup channel, and come on, why would I be into makeup? I mean, Gabby would be into makeup, but I personally wouldn't be into it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to follow you. If you're positive and you're doing makeup and you're informative, or you bring something to the table that I didn't know before, or I'm entertained by it, or you create a conversation that's fun for me to listen to, then I'm going to want to be a part of it. I don't care what you're trying to sell me. I want some positivity in my life. Everyone inside of the world of 2019 is having hard times. It's 2019. It's kind of the way of the world right now. And we want to follow, and we want to be a part of communities that try, man, I'm doing so terrible, that try and make a difference inside of the world. It really is one of the best things by reaching out to people who want to be a part of the same thing. And you'd be surprised how many people believe in the same things that you really do. I'm really having a hard time on this one. I need to focus here for a second. I feel like I'm showing you the same level over and over again here. And when I start talking, I become really bad at these games. So give me just 1 second. This little yeah! Whew, see? When I start focusing, I do a little bit better. Okay, so, yeah, you'd be surprised. Exactly what Nikki said right there. You might actually, I know, we're all Supermen until we start learning things from other people and going, wow, this person's actually smarter than me at what it is that I do. Believe it or not, we're not all geniuses at everything that we do in life. It's just the way that it is. It's the absolute way. Man, these are kind of a trip. I don't even get to see how fast they move. They're just blink, blink. There's like no frames per second. I wish I could see the animation of this thing. It's absolutely nuts. Eric, what's up? What's up? Were you part of the Eric's family? I really want to shout you out if you were part of the Eric's family. I really believe that you are, because I was able to stop by that broadcast earlier. And let me tell you something, man. I think it was your wife that you had said it was. The amount of positivity that lady, shout me out if I'm wrong here, Eric, because I really don't want to give the wrong shout here. But she was so positive. Like, I really felt welcome inside of there. And that's so important. You guys do one heck of a job with your streams. And I'm very much impressed. Not only impressed, but I really did feel welcome. And I will be back for sure. You guys want to hold one heck of an awesome community inside of there. And I appreciate what you guys do. It is your wife. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that I got that right, because I literally have about 4 Erics in the community, and I sometimes shout out the wrong communities because I really do a lot of work inside of here when it comes to networking. I only hold about an hour and a half to 2 hour lives here, and I do 16-hour day works here on YouTube. And sometimes I'm spending an hour with some people, and other times it's 15 minutes. It all depends on the types of streams that they hold, how welcoming they are, if they can actually hold a conversation with the people inside of their chat room. I mean, there's 1,000 different things. Sometimes like when it comes to Flat Earth forums, I don't know if a lot of you watch Flat Earth forums, but I particularly do. I really like that guy's voice, and he holds some amazing conversations, and he always holds it very, very positive. He's not called the Flat Earth Forums no more. He actually had to change his name due to YouTube in general. Wow, this is a trip of a level here. And he had to change his name. I think he's called Killer Whale now. So if you guys are looking for him and you didn't see him live this morning or yesterday, he had to switch his name to Killer Whale. So just so you know, a lot of people didn't know that, and since he had to switch his name, he hasn't had enough people inside of his stream compared to the last few times. So I just want a lot of my community members to know that, because I know some of you are going in there because of me or because of his channel, because he's just a rock-on dude. He really is. And he deserves all of the support that he could possibly get as well. So, wow. I'm going to give this game credit for some hardcore levels. I don't think the game plays for me, because it's so, I don't know, I'm having a hard time playing the game. The levels are pretty unique, but the cube that I'm in is like a picture that is like some kind of, you know those old Mickey Mouse pictures that was like a flip book that you went through, and you flip the flip book 30 pages a second? I feel like I'm in a bunch of flip book pages on the outside, and I'm jumping with a few polygons on the inside while trying to collect rings that look more like washers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he had to change it. It's a sad moment that he had to change it, honestly, because I started to get knowing him as the Flat Earth, and Earlier this morning, I literally logged on because I try and do a lot of networking when I first wake up because that's when I have my coffee for the morning, and I had to switch to non-dairy creamer because it's delicious. This is Crazy J. This is his favorite game. Crazy J will be playing this immediately following the broadcast. I'm pretty upset that he had to change the name too. But when I woke up this morning, I was like, "Who the heck is Killer Whale?" I've never followed Killer Whale in my life, and I logged in. I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "You had to switch it to Killer Whale." It was a trip. So what the heck is going on? Now I'm like in the Matrix or something like that. Someone had one heck of a acidic mind. Either that or they were smoking something crazy when making this game. I'm having a trip and a half myself just trying to figure out what's going on. The concept of the game is easy. Get from point A to point B. How to do it, on the other hand, is through the cunning use of jumping and moving. That's all you can do inside of the game. I'm not sure if this is one of those, first-time developer games, but it definitely feels that way. The music inside of it, I'm having a hard time enjoying. The concept is fairly simple. What the heck is this? Okay, now I'm... What is this, an upside-down tornado? It's a giant bowl of wavelengths. A giant audio bowl. What the heck is this? Audio bowl of power! I don't know, it's like a maelstrom mixed in with space and lines. I feel like I'm in like Interstellar or something. What the heck? This is like an acid trip and a half. You don't... Something about Flat Earth and YouTube not wanting you to preach Flat Earth, or, I didn't understand why you had to switch it either too much, but it's his account, and overall it's his decision. He said it had to do with something with monetization, and it didn't make full sense to me at the time, but, we all have our reasons that is not always going to make sense to everyone inside of the community, but it is what it is, and he had to change it. I'm still going to support him. It's a game that you play after smoking weed. I think I'm done here. That's the first 10 minutes of a game called Fishy, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to review it together, so I don't know how I feel about this. The chat room is going to disappear here for a few moments, but it's going to come right on back once we're done with the review. Hopefully you guys agree with me on what I decide to give this game. If you don't, just understand that it's only based on the first 10 minutes of the video game. This is not a review of the entire game. Okay, let me see if I can get the screen. Review! Gameplay. Well, that was a twist of the game. I could do two things inside of the game. I could run around, and I could jump. Maybe turn the camera. What a twist of a game. The gameplay was pretty straightforward, very smooth. The jumping was out of whack. Wow, I'm going to give this game on gameplay a 4. I did not fully enjoy myself, but that doesn't mean that you can't. The visuals were a twist and a half. I think someone was definitely trying to make you think that you were in the Matrix or some kind of weird place that acid exists. Visuals were a trip, so I'm not going to give them a negative for that, but I am going to throw a 6 inside of there just because it was a twist and I didn't understand where I was going to be next. So it always kept me on the loop. Audio. I did not feel like a fish underwater in any way, shape, or form. It was more like an amphibious human audio kind of music. Those weird bongos that were inside of the background really made me feel like I was Jamaican playstyle. Making me angry with some of that audio, so I'm going to give that a 4.5. The difficulty, kind of difficult. I'm going to be real with it. I mean, for the capabilities of what you can do and the non-fluidity of the movement, it really made that game hard, especially when the camera moved around. You had to consistently change the camera movement. Wow, I really had a hard time, but I did move through the level semi-quick. I'm going to give the difficulty a 6.5. Replay value. Would I play this game again? I'm going to be real. I probably wouldn't, but some people out there might. After playing this, I probably wouldn't pick it up again unless I really had a big bowl. A big bowl of relaxation on my hands. So replay value, I'm going to give a 4. Overall, I think it's a first-time developer kind of game, and that doesn't mean that it's the worst game out there. It just means that they're on their way to creating better and better games. Hopefully, I'm going inside of the right direction on that one. Overall, I really didn't feel a sense of excitement in any way, shape, or form throughout the game. I'm going to give it a 4.5. That's not the worst rating I've ever given, and it's not the best rating I'm ever getting. I hope that the developer can up their game inside of the next game that they make, and we'll see how it goes, yeah? That being said,